Hello, Taurus Nation. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Taurus in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you're cross-watching for a Taurian. You might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Be careful of making rash decisions based on a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can always book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Lastly, Aries, we're going to go over some topics that are sensitive. This is not the type of reading that you came in search of. Take this opportunity to go ahead and click off. Otherwise, let's get into it. Let's see what might be going on for the Taurus Nation, Taurus. Before we get started, I'm so tempted to call you Aries. Okay. And a lot of things happening in your reading already. Looks like you might be feeling down about something, Taurus. You might be feeling maybe a little bit depressed, maybe a little bit hopeless about your situation. It looks like you might need some rest. You might need an opportunity to ease your mind. It seems like there's a lot going on, and Spirit is saying, Taurus, relax, heal from something. You're healing from something. You've got a lot going on. It seems like you're constantly on the move. You're definitely after stability, your money. It seems like that's what's on your mind. Success. It looks like you're very driven. You have in your energy this week a Leo or Sag or Aries. Is definitely you. I said Taurus. And right beneath, right after you is the Devil. So earth signs look like they're dominating this reading. You have a Scorpio that just entered the reading. Looks like you're not feeling somebody's vibe this week. You got some delays going on, especially when it comes to your work. It looks like you might be cutting some people off, distancing yourself possibly from a Leo. Leo repeats a lot in your reading. You got somebody that's just kind of concerned about themselves, focused on themselves for right now. That's what this looks like. Maybe that's you or somebody you're dealing with. Somebody that you're dealing with could also have a bit of a drinking addiction. Taurus. I'm surprised I didn't say Aries. What's going on with... Well, here you are, Aries, with the Devil once again. Taurus. Okay, so that's what you're healing from. Some of you Taurians are getting out of toxic relationships. You're healing from that. You're trying to figure out what your next move is. I think you're spending some time away from family. Maybe you might particularly need some peace and quiet. You might have some issues going on with your work. Your vehicle. Maybe a particular company you're having an issue with, an organization. Maybe things are kind of stagnant. You're looking for some forward momentum with something, yet you're getting delays. There's someone trying to stop something that you're doing. But of course, this could be old habits. This could be something that's going on in your mind that could be stopping you from achieving something that you're looking to achieve. Your thoughts could get in the way. Your self-talk does definitely get in the way of you achieving something in particular. Sagittarius is here. Yeah, definitely your money is on your mind. You might be saving your money this week, Taurus. Maybe you're not wanting to spend into what you have. It looks like you might have a little bit put away, but it looks like you're, because money is on a delay cycle, it looks like maybe you're keeping some money in your pockets. You got some money coming in, though, by the way. You should be receiving some money before this week is over. Taurus. Did you move? Because it looks like you did. Or someone around you possibly did. This move turns out to be a successful one. So if some of you are looking to maybe get a yes on a home, it looks like it comes through. So whatever you were worried about at the beginning of the week, it looks like now you're able to end off the week with a sigh of relief. Because as I mentioned to you, those of you who may have missed what I was saying at the top of the reading, is that there might be a lot of things on your mind. It's hard for you to relax. It gets resolved before this week is over, especially a living situation, especially if there's something that you need to pay connected to your living situation. It seems like at the beginning of the week, things are just kind of up in the air and you're not sure if you're going to have the funds that you need to get something done. And it looks like you're not really wanting to dig into what you have already to make something happen. But yeah, you got some money coming in. Somebody at work might be kind of on your mind, work or school. Especially if maybe you're not speaking to someone. It looks like maybe you're thinking of maybe reapproaching someone. Possibly one of these earth signs. You got all three of the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in your reading. Maybe this is who you're wanting to approach, or this is someone that's wanting to approach you. Especially if you have a cycle with this person where somebody cycles in and then somebody cycles out. Like an on again, off again relationship. This person might be on your mind this week, or you might be on this person's mind. You might be speaking about them. Do you work online? Taurus, it seems like you do. Oh, I pull more cards and here comes more of the story. I mentioned to you, you're cutting somebody off, or you feel that someone did this to you. I told you that some of you are getting out of toxic relationships. Some of you, the toxicity has something to do with third-party situations. Not all of you are in a third party, but some of you might be. And it seems like maybe somebody left you for somebody else. You're moving on from that. The toxicity connected to that. Did I tell you that somebody's trying to keep you stuck? So tell me more about this. This is either somebody is trying to keep you stuck through manipulation, magical practices, possibly a bad contract. So if you're signing on the dotted line for anything at all, definitely read it over and see what it genuinely entails. Okay, or some of you, this is you getting out of a bad contract because you're moving. I keep getting that storyline. It's very competitive out there, it looks like. Seems like some of you Tauruses could possibly be moving from place to place right now. Or somebody that's close to you could be maybe trying to figure out their situation. And there's somebody in the past that's on your mind as well. Possibly a fire sign. Oh yeah, here it is. Somebody from the past may catch up with you. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, maybe you're not feeling someone's vibe. But maybe after some time has passed and you actually link up with someone and have a conversation with them, you might actually have a change of heart. It looks like somebody's either sending you an invitation to meet up, to maybe talk things over, and to maybe catch up with them. Some of you could definitely be going back to an old job. Maybe that's something that you're thinking about. Because it looks like you're just kind of going through the motions at work right now. And it looks like there's somebody from your past that you're not speaking to. Oh, and somebody's bitter about it. Taurus. I mentioned to you, there's some spell work going on. I mentioned to you that someone is trying to slow down something that you're doing, slow down your progress, completely halt something that you're trying to do. Why? Because it seems like whatever you do very well, Taurus. You got some success that I mentioned to you earlier about. You might be someone who is well known, or you could be dealing with someone who is. Somebody's lighting candles. Not for all of you will this be the case, but for some of you, yes. To try to halt something that you're doing, but it looks like it's causing delays instead. Oh, okay. That place that you're looking for, some of you are selling a house, or you're in court. You probably are in court. Okay, I mentioned to you earlier someone passed away. No, or someone could be on the verge of passing away. You might have had like a near-death experience as well, Taurus, or somebody around you could have. It looks like you're getting in the gym too. What am I trying to say? If you are, you have a matter, you have a legal matter, something involving paperwork. This could be somebody's estate that maybe you're tying up, or that you're tying up an estate that maybe you're trying to figure out. Somebody passed, and you're trying to maybe close out their, I don't know, their situation. With some of you, I promise you, there's some good news about a contract that might be coming in. You might be getting a tattoo, Taurus, a cross watcher. Maybe you do so for a living. There is no doubt about a move. What is this? Okay. Be mindful of when you're traveling, because it looks like maybe there's something that's kept you maybe in the house. Maybe you're a homebody lately. Seems like you could be on the road pretty soon. Hey, Celine. Are you the only one that's speaking? Wow, we've got quite a few people in the room and just one. All right, maybe Tauruses are feeling kind of shy today. I don't know. But anyway, like I was saying, you might get kind of turned around. You could possibly be late arriving someplace because of maybe not knowing exactly where a location is, that sort of thing. I promise you somebody's coming back. So who's coming back? We talked about this. This is a past interaction. Hey, Lasagna. Hey, Catherine Bartlett. How are you? Oh, do you need to return something to the store? I think you might be bringing something back to the store. You might need your receipt. What's going on here? If you're doing anything cash related, money related, keep record, keep a paper trail, Taurus, of of your transactions. This is going to come in handy later. Something may pop up where it's a saving grace that you actually put aside your receipt, or you took a picture of it, like as a proof of purchase. I mentioned that somebody's moving back in with someone. Maybe someone hasn't done it yet, but it seems like somebody is thinking about it. Especially with someone moving, this is putting someone in the main mind frame that maybe they should move back in. Maybe this is something that you're contemplating. Should you move back in with the person that you love? Like, what happened? Yeah, it was toxic. We talked about that. Yeah, you're really not getting a lot of sleep. You might be concerned about student loans, Taurus. You might be feeling under the weather. You're definitely working on your midsection. It looks like maybe you're trying to get some abs. You're trying to get some ab workouts going. You might be concerned about a pet since you're moving, or someone around you could be. Maybe this is a dilemma that you're dealing with when it comes to like a roadblock that you're dealing with when trying to move, is maybe there's a pet that might be unauthorized or restricted at the place that you dwell at. The name Danny could be relevant. And there's definitely an issue with maybe trying to find a place that is a place to live that is affordable for you. You might feel that the place that you live at, Taurus, is kind of falling apart. Maybe the craftsmanship you might feel on an apartment or on a house is kind of shoddy. You might, that's what this looks like to me. There's just somewhere that you are right now, some place that you're living that you feel is kind of falling apart. I don't know. Maybe that's you just kind of being a homeowner and like taking on the responsibility of things kind of cracking and breaking at home. Maybe you might need a handyman. You're smoking a lot. Maybe it's your anxiety. So you got someone, Taurus, a cross watcher, that's coming in with some conflict and some BS. Somebody's definitely trying to start some BS. And the way that they start this BS, they start this off by telling some lies. There's some bogusness in somebody's story. In Taurus, it came out in your all signs reading. So it seems like somebody is still on that bullcrap, and they might be bringing it to you. Definitely some deception. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Have your intuition engaged with this. If you catch a vibe that someone's being deceptive, it's because they are. Taurus or cross watcher. Somebody is not just two-faced. They're a swindler, a BSer. Somebody that knows how to run their mouth to BS people. It's that sort of thing. So like I said, keep your eyes peeled for that sort of situation. Maybe you feel like an outsider, Taurus, at times. Maybe it's hard for you to feel like you fit in, that you're part of a team, and that you feel supported. Or maybe this is how a soulmate is feeling. Yeah, you definitely lost connection with someone. Like I said, this person may be getting back in contact with you, possibly over the next 7 days. Forgiveness could possibly take place if someone can let their guard down and possibly learn to trust again. So if this is you, maybe trying to re-earn someone's trust, Taurus or cross watcher, it's going to be a slow process. Somebody's not going to really open up or be very believing or susceptible to what somebody is saying. It just seems like somebody is just being very cautious of the things that they do and say. Work, I mentioned to you, that might be where the deception is. Seems like I mentioned to you before, you're driven, you're focused. Maybe you have some assignments that you're working on. Some things that maybe you're falling behind on. It seems like you're getting right back into this. Ooh, yeah, but you might be kind of overloaded with the amount of work that you have. So this is your work. It seems like you're going to be booked and busy. Things go from being delayed and slow to overload. So, and you being stressed out about it. Might be going for a swim, Taurus. Maybe you smoke. No, we talked about that. You might be a smoker, or you're dealing with someone who is. Oh, you could definitely be collaborating with someone. Could be some people, Taurus or cross watcher, that admire your work, and they could be saying so. Because it looks like, I don't know, I sense maybe some self-doubt when it comes to your work. I think you do phenomenal work, Taurus or cross watcher, but I think you sometimes don't recognize that about yourself, or you don't give yourself credit where credit is due. Hey, Christine Judd. Hey, Abundance. EBG, are you doing any other signs live tonight? I can never wait until the new Capricorn reading because you always be on point with your readings. I can do another sign real quick. Yeah, I'm finishing up Taurus. I can possibly do another one. Gaming a lot? You might have a gamer in your household, or somebody that you know just might be an avid gamer. Well, I think a new project might be catching your eye. I think you might be diving waist deep into this project. It seems like there's something that really means a lot to you that you're very focused on over the next 7 days. Be mindful about your social circles, your friend groups. It seems like maybe something, I mentioned to you, you got some bogusness, some fakeness. Somebody's being deceptive. It could be someone in your social circles. Taurus or cross watcher. And I'm going to say something that sounds so random. You might be noticing like some apparitions or some paranormal situations going on around your household. You might want to do a cleanse of your house because it definitely feels like you got some spirits there. And some of these seem like they might be unwanted spirits, Taurus. How do I say this? I almost want to say like something's watching you, something's monitoring the things that you're doing and saying. And if this says you, it was sent by somebody that is not a genuine friend of yours. So again, if that's your story, you might want to do a cleanse, Taurus. You might be volunteering for something. You might be doing volunteer work, Taurus. Maybe you're doing some cooking this week, cooking and staying in. Spirit guides, anything else for the Taurus nation? All I see is that there's a relationship that's not over. Even though you may have had your differences with someone, you may have had conflict, and maybe some time has gone by since maybe you spoke to someone. It could even be an old job. It seems like you might very likely communicate with this person again. I even see a job offer coming through for you. So some of you, maybe you have an aspiration to do something else and you could possibly be going in that direction to pursue something that means a lot to you. I mentioned to you something about a project. Some of you Taurians are definitely empaths. So this week, given the fact that you are an empath, then you might be picking up on other people's energy, other people's vibes. Energy and vibes that are not yours. Your guides are telling you to find a way to differentiate what's yours and what's someone else's. Because it looks like you could be mixing up your energy with somebody else's, Taurus. You think it's your vibe or you think it's your depression, but it may be someone else's. Holy Spirit, what's going on with the Taurus nation? What is the advice? Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Phoenix. The name Phoenix could be relevant to you. Phoenix, maybe somebody lives in Arizona. Be prepared to renew after a period of crisis. Scorpio is like a dominant sign in your reading. You're doing well. You lost weight. You look good, but make sure you rest. Thank you. Thank you for noticing that. 30 pounds I did lose. And yeah, I do need some rest. I know you can see it all over my face. That's been a feeling I've been having. I've saged recently, but I need a more thorough cleansing. Hey, a Taurus Girl reads. Work just went into overload. Okay. All right. After a period of crisis, okay. There were a few things that I saw in the reading that could have been a crisis situation for you. It could have been that you lost someone. It could be that there's a lot of sudden changes, a lot of frustrating situations that kind of pop up out of nowhere, left and right. Some of that is attributed to spell work. Not all of it, but some of it for some of you. The point that Spirit is trying to make is that you're going to be renewed after maybe things have been difficult. This is your Spirit guides letting you know that you can rise above anything, Taurus. You're a Taurus. What am I talking about? You can do anything that you put your mind to. That's with any zodiac sign, really, but especially Taurus, because you get that the stereotype for Taurus is determination, determined. That's you. Keep that. You're going to need that this week, Taurus, to kind of push through any sort of adversity that comes your way. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. I talked to you about that. There's an opportunity that's on the table for you. It could be a brand new contract. It could be a business opportunity. I was telling you, yeah, you might have a job coming in. Some of you, it's a home. You're moving. You might get the news that you got the home loan, that, yeah, this sort of thing, or that someone is purchasing your house. Some sort of good news is coming through for you. So this is what I mean. That is the beauty of coming out of this. Whatever was a crisis to you, maybe even emotionally, mentally, you're coming out of this, and there are blessings coming in. Lovers, there are two paths ahead. Be sure, be true to yourself. Lovers, Gemini. Some of you, this is Taurus, you might be on the Gemini Taurus side of the cusp. Some of you are definitely meeting someone that you might be infatuated with. You might want to see somebody more often, spend more time with them. For some of you, your relationship is deepening, it's becoming more serious. And maybe you might be waiting for your person to pop the question. Maybe you're ready to kind of lock it down and commit towards, I don't know. With that, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Have a beautiful, blessed, and productive week, Taurus Nation. I'll see y'all in the next one. You're a Gemini Venus, Julie Trevi. Thank you for stopping by tonight. Next, zodiac sign. You said Capricorn? Let's do it. I want to see what's going on, Capricorn. All right. Peace out, Taurus Nation.